Okay, sorry. Somebody called me and then it paused. So I guess it's part two. All right, so we're staying in a place called Ikeja, which is on the mainland. Another bingo moment. There are two parts like Lagos. There's the mainland and the island. I didn't know this. A lot of people that I've been asking are like, mainland, what are you talking about? Gandhi, they're saying this because whenever they hear, they stay on the island. So I'm thinking, what? I'm like, okay, this is, yeah, but then they're telling us, no, this is not where we're staying for the whole trip. Yeah, and in a way, it was like, very corner, very for the whole trip. But mind you, there's a sensitivity issue because what I'm also learning is sometimes what means rich to me and what means rich to someone else from a different part of the world is very different, right? So when somebody gives you something, they have done their best in the context of what they know. But to you, dear one, you are like, oh, this is not it. So it's not a very like, how could they book us here? Hey, but it's more like, oh, for the context of where the office is, where most of the crew members are, because I was doing workshops for the whole week. This is sort of where it's easier for everybody to get. Then I must look short as to move on to another place where it's easier to move around based on the shoot. Yeah. Let's talk about the food. Everything in Lagos is spicy. Everything. Kanda, egg, noodles, rice, chicken. Mild wabo. For me, it's very hot. I had heartburn. Guys, I had so much heartburn. Yeah. But what I'm doing is I'm trying out everything in small chunks and then I feel if it resonates, if it's, So I've tried obviously jollof rice, which I've never had before, not even in Joburg. I've never had it, so I tried it and I really like it. What I like about it is I also feel like I can have it on its own. Like I don't need something else because rice is shuniwe basically. It's very nice, but it's spicy. So I like konje jollof rice engena. Guys, I get the blend la. Yonke into having a spice. Esibabayo on a flavor. Ayadliwa ke chicken and achera. Then I tasted yam, powdered yam, I think. So I thought yam corner was their version of pap, and not necessarily. It's like upatata, sweet potato, but only I taste. So I tried that, and I'm not vibing with it. But it's not bad. Like if I was to try it with something else, I would like it. What I do like is what they call egg sauce. Basically, makanda scrambled, ashuniwe, afake sauce khona ke amnandi ke lapho. Another thing, guys, breakfast like it's not a thing. It's not a culture. Lana gudliwa into sinda. Like you when you're eating a meal, it's a meal. The portions are big, bro. It's crazy. And I'm understanding how, it's big and it's filling and it's and sustainer, then there's plantain. Which I couldn't pronounce. I'm going to plantain or going to plant something. And yes, I don't want to say potatoes because it's not, but yeah. So funny enough, I don't like the one that they cook, I think. Quite later, there's the one that they sell on the side of the road. It's like chips. That one I really like as a snack. But the one that they cook, I'm not really, So what I'm vibing with is the rice, the chicken. I tasted some fish. Now, you must be very careful where you buy the fish. Was quite nice and. So, when you're obviously looking for food that is similar to what you're used to or similar to what you eat back home, it is very expensive. We found a restaurant that sells like your pastas, your bolognese. Bolognese or you stir fry with what? Are you busy? it is very expensive because you are asking for something outside of the normal, you know. And that's one thing I'm realizing is that what is normal to you and what is normal in other countries is very different. And so, yeah. Then now we have moved to the island, right? There is this huge bridge, very beautiful bridge, like 10-kilometer bridge, that separates the mainland from the island. That bridge for me also represents how it separates class. Now, one of my biggest observation in Nigeria or Lagos, I don't know if it's all around, is there is a huge difference in the rich and the poor. That has been my biggest wake-up call, is that here, there is no middle class. So back home, the same lady who doesn't have a car, works a good job, and takes a bus to work is the same lady I can sit in the same restaurant with, like a Proud Mary, a News Cafe, a Life Grand Cafe, and have the same meal. And she can take an Uber or take a taxi back home, and so I can do the same. But we can eat in the same restaurant. Not here. Not in Lagos, babe. Let me tell you something. Mongena mile in Nigeria. And it's been such a shocker for me, such a culture shock for me, because in South Africa, the way we're taught, if, for example, we have a helper, if you are found dead, not greeting, not making your own bed, not doing what you're supposed, the basic chores, and then the helper does it, you're in trouble. Not saying please, not saying thank you, politeness, you're in trouble. Yeah, it's a bit different. I helper from here, like yakuka. So in other words, the helper will kneel, and that's a sign of welcoming you in. And for me, when she did that, I was like, oh no. Why are you going? Why are you kneeling, yabo? And I'm just like, yes. And I realized this because, for example, if you're asking somebody where can you buy food, they take you to what they think you're asking, and then now you get there and you're like, no, this is not the food that I want. But you're not saying it in a disrespectful way or you think you're better. You're just mainly expressing what you used to, so that your body cannot have a shock. Because I'm here to work. So I don't want to get in a situation where I'm trying new food too quickly and then something happens and my body rejects it and then I have to go to work and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning that context and guys, it's been such a mind-blowing experience. Also, most people here live in gated communities, estates. But I also have learned that what estate means to me and what it means here are two different things. Lana estates iyafana nokuthini. Ilokishi elihle kodwa kuse estates. Most estates to me, I'm thinking Danefern, Stain City, estates, like, no, babe, it's a different ballgame here. And the class issue has really shook me. I was doing my nails yesterday. And, when I walk in, hi, how are you? Oh, hi, how are you already? She's like, would you like the VIP place to sit? I'm like, no. So I'm like, okay, maybe I mustn't speak. People will be. Even to other patrons, other customers that are there, they're very different. The person doing my nails and the person doing the lady next to the nails is a very different experience. People in Nigeria who are rich or who have money and the way they just do things is very aggressive. But then again, maybe it's not aggressive here, because I'm also learning what's aggressive to me. It's very normal. You speak to somebody at I'm like, why does this person speak to me like that? No, they're fine. The driving here is crazy. Like, it's, yeah, guys. Class, I'm telling you, I've never, and I think that's for me is part of the biggest thing that I'm struggling is when somebody earns less than you or doesn't have, there is a way back home. It's like a security, you still greet, hey. Yeah, but there are people that I know back home who, if the helper's coming, they try and wash the dishes. Nah, babe. Nah, bro. Here it is rough. Usisi ungena saloni, utshela the customers walking to the salon, just doing her nails, just telling the other lady to put on her mask, put on her gloves, sharing the bottles. It's just, guys, money. Money and just the command of English, I went to a restaurant today by myself, and again, you get into a Bolt or a Taxify or Uber, and you wanna ask, "It's okay, where can I go?" That's like, I'm trying to look for like a Rose Bank here, like type of place to go and eat. First of all, there's a language barrier. Fine. Then my secretary goes, "Oh, I know a place. Actually, this Tombe of that place." When you say restaurant, they will take you to, in the context of SA, maybe CBD, or not even, but that's not what you're looking for. And that's what I'm learning here. Like Victoria Island here for me is equivalent to Rosebank or Santon City. Yeah, bo. So I'm learning that, yeah, privilege, guys, privilege, and South Africans are soft life, man. I think, I was very quick to be part of the people that were like, "Oh, sometimes there's too many foreigners in town," and like blah blah. Nah, I get it. I get it. And I think the biggest eye-opening experience has been I'm traveling for work, meaning I'm traveling with privilege. I'm traveling with Uncle James, who's our driver, was in the Air Force, so he's very aggressive, but he's also very defensive. Like Mohammed, like his instincts are sharp. That is privilege. I'm not traveling here to hustle or to look for a job. I'm traveling actually in luxury. And I think that changes the experience completely. Like in Nigeria, there is no middle class. It's either you are poor, bottom of the barrel, or you are up there. There's no. Like I'm saying to you, the same chick who takes a bus is the same chick that could go to Chemeli and Bryanston. Not in Nigeria, not in Lagos, at least, So that for me has been shocking, but just so mind-opening. I would really go as far as to say maybe like Apanbalana, they're rude or they mean they're not. That's just how it works, yeah. If you've got money, if you're a customer, voila. I call, "Hi, ma'am, how are you? Can I make an order?" That's how we speak. If your food is wrong, you're like, "Sorry, I'm so sorry, Sis Swami. Please can you change your food?" Lana, please, madam, yay, And guess Agela financially. So I wouldn't say I felt like there's a lot of crime as yet. Like in South Africa, you get mugged. Here, you don't get mugged physically, but they will try and scram money out of you. So now when I'm requesting a Bolt or whatever, because I've got very sharp instincts as well, so I gauge whether, so I try not to talk. Once I open my mouth and they hear my accent, they start acting lost. And I'm like, I'm very observant. So every time we travel to where we're staying, to point A, I'm always making pointers in my head. Oh, you passed the filling station, you passed this, you passed this. Like, do you pass an express? And I'm like, what the hell is an express? Not to know. Because my instinct said, no, say no. Without explaining too much so that you're gonna sound. Gandhi Express is a toll gate. And I'm like, no, I see your language toll gate. No. So yeah, it's been one hell of a week. But I think my biggest takeaway is just privilege and money. Money does open up the world. I don't care about money. Yay! Money is power. Money is access. Money is, and the way you sound and the command of English. No man ngati my mother tongue, mina, yeah. But if you want to travel the world and you want to move in the world, how you talk, how you sound, and just your really, really counts. And I think, yeah, I'm less judgmental now. I'm less like, because and it's like when I'm about the way to do my nails and they send me to a particular place. And when I got there, I was like, no, this is not where I do my nails. But in respect of where because they're like, no, don't do them at this place because it's expensive, it's whatever. And I'm starting to learn, okay, her version of expensive and mine are not the same. So you become a little bit more understanding. Yeah, but all I could say is you have to be sharp. Your instincts, your intuition. And I think when you are, like today I was by myself the whole day, because I've got a good sense of my surroundings and a good sense of intuition, I can make it. But if I didn't have those things, I don't think I would be. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm enjoying the experience. Enjoying the different kinds of people. Today I was in a restaurant where I really felt like it was just a melting pot of different cultures from people from all over the world. We all sound different. We all walk differently. We dress differently. But somehow we're doing the same thing. We're here. We're having a drink. We're having tequila shots. We're eating. And I think that's what I'm enjoying. Is that at the end of the day, I might not understand what you're saying, but there is a way in which human beings that God made communicate. It's going to be a tough week ahead. The show that I'm working on is kicking off, and I'm very scared. I'm very nervous because, I don't want to go into the work stuff. I'm nervous because I'm learning that what one thing means to me in another country, it means a complete different thing. And I hope and pray that I can pull this off. I had my first breakdown on Friday where I was like, I can't do it. And I remembered the prayers that people have prayed, the prayers that my parents have prayed for me to be here. And I think I just have to believe in the fact that if there's nobody else but me who's here, meaning I'm meant to be here. But before I go, Ipil. Don't be like, if bill comes back and it's 80,000 nairas, you like, and then you convert it to rands and you go, oh, okay. Guys, it's fillet steak and mashed potatoes that you buy for 250 rand. Here you pay 1,000 rand for that. If we want to talk in rands. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I guess I will see you guys in week 2. I have not met any guy yet, but we'll keep. And by the way, movies lie. You go to a bar, you order a drink, nobody comes and sits next to you. The person who comes to sit next to you is on their phone and AirPods. So I'm still waiting for the guy who comes to me by the bar and says, hey, where you from? And then we hit it off. So Lord, if you hear my prayers, please answer me. Anyway, see you on the flip side.